Okay, so you said the spread was what again? Iowa favored 13.5 against
Yeah, it was
Nebraska?
13 and a half.
Okay, sounds good. So I know Iowa's going to cover the spread, mainly because of the fact what makes Iowa's defense so good is their rush defense. It's always been top tier, it's always been elite. The only time it's ever really been exposed was when we played literally the best of the best in the country, like Christian McCaffrey a few years ago, or like Saquon Barkley a couple years ago. Like when we
Hmm.
played the best of the best, that's how we got exposed. But Nebraska doesn't really have like that elite top tier best in the country run game. But what makes them good is their run game. And every time I watch them, they do a ton of they use so there's another McCaffrey kid on that team,
Yeah, the
the
quarterback.
quarterback. Yeah, he's a quarterback, but he runs the ball a ton.
He's like a running quarterback.
Pretty much. He's like,
I
I
haven't watched
mean,
much of their games.
I've watched a little bit. He's an okay thrower, but he's not their go-to thrower. Like sometimes they'll do some trick plays with him, but
Hmm.
what makes Nebraska really good, like I said, their run game, and I was known for stopping the run, so I'm pretty sure they're going to win this game by about 17 points.
All right. I kind of have the same thing. I have Iowa 13 and a half cover. It's like my keys are like Nebraska's not very good lately. They're not playing well. Iowa covers the spread. I've kind of been on the fence about like the over under because it's like I don't know if Iowa's going to score that many points.
What's the over and under?
The over under is 53.
Ooh.
Um,
I'm gonna go under.
I debated it like 3 times with myself like last night. I think I'm gonna go under too.
Yeah, I feel like 53 is a
I thought it was
yeah,
a bit
that's
too
too much.
high.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm
I'm gonna
going
go
under
under.
too.
53 is too much.
All right.
Yeah, that's too much.
And then we got Iowa State, Texas going into Austin.
Guessing Texas is probably favorite, right?
Texas is favored by 1.5,
So basically a pick'em game.
and
Um,
the over under is 57.
okay, 57. Okay, that's definitely gonna be over.
Mm-hmm.
Um, huh. Honestly, this is a matchup I'm looking forward to because I've never been the biggest fan of Sam Eiwinger. I've just
Tim
never been
Ellinger.
the biggest fan of him. I just think every time I watch his film, I just think he's so inaccurate.
Yeah, he like
Like
runs
I know
around
there's
the
people.
pocket a lot and like just kind
Yeah,
of
I do
throws
respect
the
the fact that he
ball
is pretty
long, but
mobile, but
isn't very
honestly, every
accurate.
time I watch him, I'm just not that impressed. Like he's super inaccurate. I don't think he's worth even near a first round pick. I don't think he'll ever be a starter in the
No.
NFL. I don't think he'll ever be special like that. Like
I mean,
whenever
at
I
best,
watch
he'd be
Purdy,
like
for
third
example.
string, like backup in the NFL,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
practice
but
squad.
whenever I watch Purdy, I don't think he should go to the draft this year because there's way too many quarterbacks.
Oh
There's
yeah,
way
he's
too
not
many
ready. He
quarterbacks
needs
that are
another
better.
year for sure.
Yeah, he needs another year. Like this was no offense to Purdy, but this was definitely kind of a down year because I had him as a dark horse Heisman, and I was way off.
I mean, when I look at
But
it,
then again, like he also hasn't been doing a ton because of Brees Hall and what he's been doing this year.
all right, by the numbers, Iowa State is 3-3 against the spread, and Texas is 2-2 against the spread. And the keys to the game for Iowa State, from what I've made up, is that the keys are Iowa State needs to put pressure on Ellinger. Our defensive line goes with the 3-4 too often, and I think if we want to get pressure on Ellinger, we need to rush 4 all game. And then my other key to the game is we need to cover the middle of the field. Ellinger likes to throw those like big bombs, even though he's like inaccurate. Our defense like doesn't have like the best coverage on those big passes and
Yeah,
can
I've
really
seen
take advantage of us if we're not covering. And then like my third key is that we need to score because if we're not scoring enough points, then we're not going to be able to win the game and keep up with Texas.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Iowa State to cover. I don't think they're gonna win by much. I'd say they win by about a field goal. But it's mainly Texas's defense is obviously atrocious. Most of the
I know,
defenses in the
right?
Big 12 are atrocious. Like all the
they,
defenses in
they
the
don't
Big
have a
12
defense.
are yeah, every Big 12 team besides like maybe a few, each one doesn't have a defense.
No.
And I just don't think that they're going to keep up with Purdy and Hall at the same time. Like I'm just going to take State to cover.
All right. I'm going to take Iowa State +3. I don't see us by winning more than a field goal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to I'm gonna take the over, and that's like my
I'll
bet.
take the over as well.
All right, what's my next?
I know what it's like to feel pain. I know what it's like to go